Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, this literally does not work. Been a long day, been out working and everything else, just catching up on stuff, and I didn't realize a couple of hours ago, my man, Burgundy and Gold fan all day, he texted me a couple days ago and said, "Hey man, you coming down to Richmond for Washington football team's training camp?" And I said, I might. I said, I don't have much time. I don't have much time because I'm trying to get ready for the, Hall of Fame and everything else. We leave on Thursday, and I got to pick up the RV on Wednesday. I need to go shopping because we're going to be tailgating and everything else. I got to get, the deep fryer cleaned out and ready to be, empty so I can put it in the RV because we're going to be cooking chicken wings and things. And I got to get all my stuff, my tarps and everything, make sure I got all the equipment and everything, my little mini generator. We want to make sure we can do this thing right. And so I'm short on time and things, but I was trying to work it in there. But I think on second thought, hell no, I'm not going down to Washington's training camp. Are you kidding me? Washington's training camp, that's a COVID hot zone right there. Because yesterday they had 6. Brandon Sheriff, they're all pro guard. He's on there. The backup tackle is on the list. And now Daron Payne. There's no Payne in practice right now because he was added onto the list. That's the 7th one. And see, this is having kind of shades of, you'll remember how Baltimore and Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh had cases right after us. That's how Andy Dalton got it from somebody from Pittsburgh. And then you had the Raiders that ended up having it. But, you have one person that's, contacted it. And this is, I don't know how many have had shots. And this is the misconception that's out there. You can get COVID if you've had the shots. It's one of those things, okay? Nothing is 100%, okay? Some people take birth control, take the pill, or use a condom. They sometimes get pregnant too. That happens. Nothing is 100%. But what's happening, or what you can look at and say is, yeah, but the people who have contracted COVID, who've had the shot, don't get it as severe. And as far as I know, nobody who's had the shot has died from it. I'm just putting it out there. And like I said, you're free to believe whatever you want to believe. That's on you. But the problem is the proximity of what you're doing that affects others. And when you start thinking about a football team, which actually Washington technically can't use football team. They're not a football team because they actually, the guy who punked them and bought all the rights to all the different names that are similar or ones that he thinks that they would want, has Washington Football Club. And so the patent office said, yeah, it's different, but it can easily get confused with. So yeah, you can't. So they're actually trying to, I forgot what you call it, appeal that decision to buy himself some more time, and then next year they'll come up with a new name. While Dan Snyder's, he's kind of hiding out with his wife as the CEO right now. But anyway, I digress. The problem is when you're playing football and the contact and the sweat and everything else, and now you've got people who aren't vaccinated, and you've got fans that are out there and things like that. One person gets it, okay, you found out he's got it, you've taken it away, but he may have already passed it on to the next guy. So is this the last shoe to drop? Because now we've had 3 days in a row that you've had more people from the Washington football team that have tested positive. And this is what Michael Irvin was saying, that listen, you can't afford to miss time during the season because of COVID. And this is where you're better off taking the shot and hoping that, you don't get it even after you have the shot. Your chances are reduced. But for Washington, these guys will be back before the season starts. But the problem is when you have players that are out for 2 weeks in a shortened training camp period, trying to get in shape, trying to learn the system, trying to be ready for the season, you're getting setbacks. And if you are, say, the Minnesota Vikings, that right now, you done lost 3 quarterbacks. That's a whole lot of losing that you done had. So that's where we are with the Washington football team. Daron Payne, Brandon Sheriff, those are key pieces. Samuels, wide receiver. Those are key pieces to your team. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon. Peace.